So what happened is, it is basically in our, especially the North Sotho or the Pedi culture. Normally, when you have a child, they name the child in the family. So my first daughter, Fatima, was actually named Lindiwe by my mother, and then I gave her the name Fatima. And what happened is, when we came to Middleburg, I think my daughter was now about 5 years old, just about to start grade R. So in the following year, I took her to Middleburg Primary School, and then after Middleburg Primary School, that is when she met Uncle Ashraf Latif's daughter. They became friends, and over a period of time, then the daughter to Uncle Ashraf Latif started asking questions about why is she having Islamic names, who is her father, where's the mother, and subsequent to that, then my daughter just started by saying that she's no more going with my wife to the Christian church, because my wife then was attending what do you call that, St. Francis, I think it's Anglican Church in Mkhuzi. And then she just changed like that, and then said no, she's not a Christian. She was born a Muslim. She wants to come into Islam. And as a result, I then met with the family of Uncle Ashraf Latif, and then subsequent to that, that was when now I started getting more information, studying Islam, and thereafter reverting again. And I think the year that I reverted, it was in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, then I introduced my wife to Islam as well, and she also reverted and then accepted Islam, and ever since then, she's also a student here in the madrasa, and Alhamdulillah, everything is going just fine. My son, he himself, throughout his school, he was attending a Muslim school, madrasa there, everything there. Actually, from grade R, he was in Isdin. Look, it's not necessarily challenges. The main important thing for me was to actually understand. You know, when I attended madrasa in Polokwane, I was still very young. So basically, it was at the early stages. So I had no that knowledge of understanding what basically Islam is, and that it also governs the whole of your life, not only the spiritual part. I mean, your whole interaction with everybody, whether it be Muslim, whether it be non-Muslim and stuff. Now, as a result, look, I adjusted very, very easily, because I knew I actually was a Muslim. You get my point? So when I reverted, it was just a question of me. The challenge was just to get more knowledge, so that I understand what is expected of me, because my understanding is that in Islam you need to know what you are allowed to do and what you are not allowed to do. I basically attended madrasa, so I basically had a bit of knowledge of the Arabic alphabets, although taking into account there was over, I think, about more than 20 years that one has not been able to practice on the deen itself. Now, as a result, it became as a challenge for me to start relearning the. But we had. There was a program, I think, actually there was a sort of a DVD that I used to start studying the Arabic alphabet, how to pronounce and stuff, and just to read the basics. And then what I did is that the family of Uncle Ashraf Latif, they helped me very much, I mean a lot in terms of getting more literature and knowing, I mean, learning the fiqh, the akida, and the basic understandings of the teachings in the Quran. And then that was that. And then when I met Mufti Nahim while he was visiting my house with the Jamaat from here in Middelburg, and then he just told me that there's a madrasa in by then time the madrasa was still operating from the Muslim school, and then I immediately said no, I actually want to come there so that they can perfect my Arabic pronunciation and stuff. And that is when I ended up I started attending there, but I was doing actually afternoon classes in, I can't remember whether it was it wasn't for the full week. I think I was attending twice in a week, but I had sessions with Mufti Naim, and then the following year, I mean in that year, he told me they will be moving into this new building. And then immediately after they moved here, that was when I joined the madrasa, and then started studying almost everything that I know now, especially the fiqh, because that is basically actually it controls everything that you need to do. You get my point? So I think it is more important that one understands that than any other thing, because sometimes I remember my brother-in-law from Lubwachum passed away. He had just reverted into Islam, and they gave him a Christian burial because they did not know how to bury a Muslim. And the first thing that they asked me is that how do they do the burial? And I did not know that. I did not have that knowledge. I have not even attended a Muslim burial by then, as to what is happening, how do you shroud the body and all those things. But honestly speaking, like I say, this madrasa had opened up a lot of things, because right now I'll be able to tell people what to do and what not to do with regard to all aspects of their lives, basically.